Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Indian Kitchen Abroad. Let's make some tomato soup. This is the only soup I don't like to eat at restaurants because it's raw tomato flavor hitting at the face most of the times. Or sometimes it's just tomato puree. I know the name says tomato soup, but add something more to give some flavor to it. A movie is not made with just one character. Same here. Anyway, roughly chop 3 tomatoes and add them to a saucepan along with 4 to 5 cloves of garlic and 1 celery stalk as supporting characters. There are few other characters here. 2 dried red chilies for some heat. You can totally exclude them if you want. 1 cinnamon stick, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds and coriander seeds. Add a tablespoon of olive oil and saute everything until the tomatoes break down and get mushy for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now the chicken stock or vegetable stock. Another main character entering in the second half. I cannot stop you from using water, but please try to use some kind of stock. That elevates the whole soup. I'm using chicken stock, and like I said, you can use vegetable stock. Add 2 cups of stock and simmer this for 10 to 15 minutes on medium heat so everyone gets to know each other. Let that cool down for a couple of minutes and blend. And while that is blending, drizzle in a tablespoon of olive oil. We are emulsifying the soup with olive oil. This emulsification makes the soup creamy and gives a mouthfeel. Strain this to remove all the tomato skin and other unnecessary stuff. I'm using the same saucepan but I rinsed it. The soup should coat the back of a spoon. That's the right consistency for this. If your soup is thinner, reduce until it coats the back of a spoon, and if it's thicker, add more water and reduce. And that's it. Taste and adjust the seasoning according to your taste. You would need just salt, nothing else. Tomato soup is usually served with croutons. I've toasted some bread without crust, just to make it look uniform. Now cut the toasted bread into strips and add them in the soup. Drizzle in some olive oil on top, add some cilantro or parsley or basil. And that's it. And this was really good. Only thing is the toast has gone soggy, so maybe don't add croutons in the soup. Or even if you do, don't let it sit for 20 minutes for a photo shoot. Overall, this was a blockbuster movie. Okay, this was supposed to be end of the video, but that tomato soup completely blew my mind. It was super delicious, and I wanted to make it again with few variations. It's the next day and I just came back from work. I'm making roasted tomato soup. You can follow that recipe or this recipe. Both of them are really good. Now cut these tomatoes into half and place them in a baking sheet along with 4 to 5 cloves of garlic and a roughly chopped carrot. You can add celery also if you want. Coat them in some olive oil and a sprinkle of salt, and this goes into 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 230 degrees Celsius preheated oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Add this to your saucepan along with some supporting characters, red chili flakes for some heat, cumin seeds, oregano, cloves and black cumin. You already know the story. Saute for a couple of minutes. Simmer with some stock, emulsify, strain, adjust the consistency and taste. Today I'm making a classic side for tomato soup, grilled cheese sandwich. Nothing fancy, just add a slice of cheese between the bread and toast until the cheese melts. You can add any cheese you want. I'm using mozzarella. And that's it. Cut that grilled cheese into squares and add them in the soup. I know what you're thinking, and I'm not going to take 20 minutes for the photo shoot today. Add some olive oil on top, cilantro. And that's it. Even this was really good. But there is not much of roasted flavor going on, to be honest. If you really want that smoky, roasty flavor, you can roast the tomatoes directly on fire. And if you want that sweetness in tomato soup, instead of sugar, you can add a carrot, like I did here. If I haven't made myself clear, these are delicious. And it doesn't take much time. Try this and let me know how it turns out for you. That's it for today guys. I'll see you next time.